Greetings, Shelpers! Happy Monday! Today we're checking out a game that's on Game Pass right now that I've already beaten. Yeah, it's okay if it resets my progress. I just want to show you all what it's like. So, you are a little bot who comes into town and makes sushi, basically. Was I staring? Sorry, says Sushi Bot. This is my first time away from home. I've never seen so many people before. I'm on my way to the vast futuristic city known as Rolling Hills. Once I arrive, I'll become a world-renowned sushi chef, fulfilling my dreams and making my creators proud. I know moving out is scary for a lot of humans, but I'm a brave little bot. In fact, I was programmed with... What's that? I'm blocking the bathroom. Oh, sorry. Haha, this is my stop. I'll just squeeze by you. Goodbye forever. Yep, the big futuristic metropolis that is Rolling Hills. Howdy, little fella, says Coggy, who is a man with a fisherman's hat on, a blue hoodie, and he looks old. He's got white beard and stuff. Is this Rolling Hills? Of course, says Coggy. You must be Sushi Bot. I'm the mayor of this town. Name's Coggy. You said it was a bustling metropolis, I'm gonna say. Actually, I said it would be a bustling metropolis. We just need a little help. I need to make a phone call. Wait. Look, I know I might have fibbed a bit when I was talking about Rolling Hills. Fact is, our town needs you more than you need us. You need a chef? More than a chef. Every great town needs a landmark, a reason to come from miles away just to experience it. You'll be that for our town. People will come from all over to have the world's best sushi. The fact that a bot is making it don't hurt either. Come on, follow me. I'll show you to your restaurant. As you can see, I've cleaned up a place smack dab in the middle of town for you. It's, cozy. That's what the kids call it these days. Yes, minuscule. Of course, we already have the world-class facilities to help you along the way. There's the market next door with Armand, who sells fresh ingredients. You can use those to liven up your recipes. The cafe on the north side of town run by my youngest Maya. No better place to make friends than over a cup of joe. And last but not least, yes, there's only like 4 businesses here. It's probably as small, if not smaller, than the village I went to grade school in. The workshop next or to the east where you can buy new furniture. My oldest daughter Ren runs that one. So how about it? Take a chance on Rolling Hills. I said for friends the first time. He's gonna say the same thing no matter what. So I'll say for pity. Whatever gets you to stay, says Coggy. Now how about you open the restaurant and show us how it's done? I'm mighty hungry from all this talking. Sushi Bot gained access to the restaurant. Okay, thank you, my dear. I appreciate you. You may have more than one active task. Yes, you might, but there aren't that many side quests. So if you're looking for a bunch of different things to do, it's not going to be extreme. This is how your restaurant starts out. Fully charged and ready. You don't actually cook in this game. So I'll show you how this runs. Okay, after charging, press A near the sushi medic to produce 5 random dishes. So you have people, and then you go up to them and serve them the type of sushi they want. The one is the quality. Eventually, you'll get higher quality by boosting it with ingredients. So now, the more stars people have, the better off you are. If you grab something but it's the wrong thing, you can replace it with another one, but you cannot throw it out, so be careful. Your primary goal is to increase the restaurant's popularity. Yep. So when you hit this to refresh, if she doesn't want a green one, it's going to take a while to recharge. Eventually, you will get things that, like furniture, that will help you recharge faster. There is furniture to help you gain more experience points, more money, give them like longer wait times. See? It's got to charge up a bit now after use. but she has it, so. But yeah, you only start out with a few recipes. Recipes you get later are also higher quality and can go higher. And you have different categories, and the different ingredients help the different categories. Eventually you can boost along the way. This is my horn, and if people are sleeping, which why would you sleep in a restaurant? I don't know. But if people are sleeping, you can wake them up, so. Yeah, she needs blue. Blue, there we go. There are little icons if it is easier for you to see the icon. Like this is fish, this is vegetarian. But they're not all that different if you are colorblind, so. This game is actually pretty short. So like I was able to do it within like a couple days and not playing full time. But the thing that, okay, I don't like about this game, one of the things is that the ingredients do increase your dishes, but it takes so long to apply. You need so many ingredients to get upgrades for the later dishes that you're constantly buying, restocking the store, and reapplying. And while that sounds fine on the outset, it takes you quite a long time to get the stuff you need. So, but yeah, eventually your restaurant can get bigger, you get more dishes, especially things called rainbow dishes. And rainbow dishes can fulfill the color request of any person who asks. So say someone wants a pink one, well, rainbow will do. Someone wants an orange one, rainbow will do. So that's one of the nice things about rainbow, that all you have to do is worry about quality. And you can meet people and become friends, and it's a nice little game. But the ingredients thing, you can only apply them one at a time. It takes a very long while to get every recipe, and every recipe up all the way. And eventually people are gonna want more than just a 1-star dish. So the lower you feed, like let's say they want a 3-star and you only have 2-star. Well, then they're only gonna give you 4 stars of yayness every time you bring them a new recipe. So, hi there, it's so nice to meet you. I'm talking to a person in like red and white tennis shoes with dark thick glasses. He has a beard, kind of messy hair, a gray apron, and a white shirt on. Likewise, said Armand, and congratulations on opening your restaurant. I run the market just next door. I hope you'll swing by. You'll never take your recipes to the highest level without investing in great ingredients. Convenient for him, eh? Since I leveled up, I get a new recipe. I learned how to make a kappa roll. Okay, you save after every day. So even if, like one time my game froze, you don't lose a whole lot of progress. So many recipes have special effects that are activated during restaurant services. Yes, like some will make, like, okay, for instance, there is a dish that will make them less messy. There is a dish that will keep them fuller so that they leave, which is helpful if you have somebody on the phone, because later on you can get people on the phone that will piss off other customers. You can pick up cans in the overworld and you can recycle them for 1 gold apiece. You can't rush a fine meal, and you certainly can't rush life around here, says Coggy. Coggy is a fisherman in his off hours. And yes, I'm supposed to go to the store. But I'm going to look around. It seems like pretty much daily there are cans. And there is a box every day. Now, as you get further into this, you're not going to care so much about the box. But the box is 100 gold every day. And that's really important, especially early game. Just like recycling is good for early game. So now let's go into the restaurant. Yeah, to the place. Welcome, welcome, says Armand. I'm still getting set up, but feel free to look around. Like I said earlier, ingredients can take a recipe to the next level, improving it in all sorts of different ways. I'll let you choose the first ingredient for free. Okay, first, let's look at our recipes. I'm gonna ask my husband for a quick drink. And then I'll show you. Okay, so a caparol is dainty. So if I have something that boosts up a veggie dish or a dainty dish, I can use it for this one. And that's important. And it says, troubled by messy customers, try serving the recipe. Makes the table cleaner. Yeah, because you have to walk around cleaning up the tables, at least till a certain point. The rest of this, since these were my starter dishes, have no such modifiers on them, but eventually you will have different ones. So, okay, I have a sweet dish, a fish dish, and 2 veggie dishes. Well, there's a fish for the fish dish. So do I want fish or veggie? I guess we'll take veggie for the new dish. Since the first, see, improves veggie dishes. So now, they're gonna tell me what to do. Bok choy is a great choice, says Armand. Ingredients must be used on recipes to enjoy their benefits. Open the pause menu and navigate to the ingredients screen and use your ingredient on a recipe. Give it a try. All right, we're gonna do that. Okay, there we go. So we go to ingredients, click on it, and then it will tell us what we can use it on. I'm gonna use it on this one. And now that's quality too. Not every level of increase on a recipe will actually increase the tastiness on the dish, the number over it in the restaurant. I think it's like 1 when you get past level 1, 3, and the last one. So you can upgrade everyone 3 levels, maybe 2, I don't know. Ingredients give XP to a recipe. When a recipe gains enough, it will level up. Each recipe gains +1 quality at level 2 and 5. Okay, so it's not 1, 3, and 5. So 2 and 5 only. Raising a recipe's level also makes its special effects more potent, like when I increase the one, the daintiness. Now why don't you open the restaurant and see your leveled up recipe in action? Okay. That's what they want me to do. But let me just look around a bit. I don't think they'll let me in anywhere else yet, because they have to give me... I thought this would be a quest board. It's not. It literally just says parts equal help wanted and help offered ads. And that's it. See, sign on the door, getting things ready. See, I'm only supposed to go where they tell me to go. This is a very constricted game. And if you don't like the gameplay loop, you will not like it. And one of the reasons I only chose a one-off, again, is the gameplay loop is quite addictive, but I think it would be pretty monotonous watching the whole time. But I'll show you how things get started. So, yes, open the restaurant. You can buy more tables eventually. See how slow that... I almost had enough electric furniture eventually to make the whole thing just keep refilling if I wanted to. Yep. And this is one of each color for now. I don't think I have an orange recipe. Get the pink one going. I'm just glad they're happy. I love how they eat with their hands like thrashing around. I think he's supposed to get the table messy at some point, or one of them are, so that I can figure out how to clean a table, which I think is just hold X over a dirty table. They also will throw soda cans on the floor like little monsters. And then you just kind of have to pick it up. I do like the different little character designs in this game. My restaurant isn't going to get anywhere with how slow everything is. I should have already made a different row go by when I saw there were only 2 left. Sometimes that's helpful. I'll explain if I get enough people in the restaurant. But like you can pick up, let's say the green one is the last one. Oh well, fuck that. I guess we can give her pink, but I'm only gonna get a 1. So that means that she only gave me 4 stars. Now, if she wants a green too, it's fine, but I don't have a pink too. Well, we can do this. At least she'll be happy. You can't get beyond the 5, but you can get like 4, 3, and so on. The more stars, the more experience and whatever. You can eventually change your wallpaper and your floor. Yeah, there's usually like 3 different waves of people. I guess breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. She wants this. She wants this. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Okay. So somebody must have got their table dirty already. And they will actually give me a lower thing if I don't do it right, so. Yep, Coggy. Ah, I have way less relaxation time on this. Okay, because I have to start this going because of her. Because I don't have a blue one ready. And I don't have a 2, so she has to settle for a 1. If Coggy doesn't want any of these, I will. Okay, he does. Okay, I'll set it down in front of Coggy. You don't have to worry about, like, feeding them at the same time. Okay, because I had to, what the hell is it? Plate Up. When they're sitting together, you only have a very short period of time to actually get everything rolling. Because in Plate Up, if people are sitting together, they want their food brought pretty much at the same time. So if you don't do it, then they get unhappy and then the game ends. So you don't have to worry about that, at least when they're sitting together. Nice. Am I gonna get my first rainbow? Probably not yet. My compliments to the chef, says Jeff. Nothing beats a recipe with great ingredients. Remember to buy ingredients at the market. Yeah, we just went through that. Different ingredients work with different recipes, different amounts of XP. Visit the market to see what's available. Yup. You're Ren, right? Your dad told me about you. Wasn't I just talking to somebody named Jeff who I really never see again? I don't think. Did you enjoy your meal? Yeah, the food was fine. It's the decor you need to worry about. Huh? The furniture you decorate your restaurant with can have big consequences on your customers. I don't think consequences is the word I would use there, but stop at my workshop if you want to learn more. Okay, new recipe unlocked. Let's go. It's Ritzy, which means they'll pay extra for our California roll. Saving. But yeah, I'm going to delete this off my system after I get done with it. But I wanted to show you all what it's like and the gameplay loop. And eventually there is kind of a story going on, but it's not a huge story. So like certain things like this, I thought for sure this plot here would become important, and it was, but like I thought you could grow like your own vegetables and shit and like fish for your own ingredients for the whole fucking shebang to get more stuff going. You can't. This is for a story quest and then you never use it again. And fishing and stuff, it kind of happens, but only through getting to befriend someone. And they do it for you, and it's only on really rare occasions, so... Oh, hey, says Ren. This is my workshop. People donate unwanted or broken items, and I turn them into worthwhile pieces. I also thought that meant if I gave her something, she could actually, like, revamp it to make it more powerful or something. This never comes into play. So that dialogue was just like, how I got this TV. I guess somebody gave it to her. She doesn't actually have it bussed in or trucked in from anywhere. Like, she doesn't buy wholesale gumball machines. She just, like, has somebody have a lawn ornament and turns it into a gumball machine. But I actually thought that this would come into play. Like, every time I'm like, oh, you can, there's a field there. After this part of the quest, I'll be able to grow my own plants. There were like so many opportunities here, and they were just like, fuck it. So I got a little more excited than I should have. It's a really good game. It's solid. It's short. The gameplay loop is addictive for me and fun. but I really thought it was going to open up at least somewhat more than it did. You'll figure it out if you play it. Okay, some furniture is just for looks. Now, most of the furniture has a purpose in this game, so that's also really weird for her to say. But many can make your restaurant profitable, popular, and comfortable. Normally, the special effects cost a pretty penny, but I'll let you have your first for free. Choose carefully. Okay, the television is profitable. So is this, and then this one is relaxing. Relaxing gives you more time to serve the customers. But since we're poor right now, and these two are profitable, and when it says profitable, it's the same amount. So, like, the TV isn't going to be more profitable over the gumball machine. There's also, like, super profitable, comfortable, charming, etc. But there is also, like, super and then ultra. And I think ultra is the best. So, I'm a little teapot, so I'm going to just start off with a little gumball machine. I think that would be really cute. Just starting off with a simple little gumball machine. A gumball machine is a solid choice. This probably goes without saying, but furniture must be placed in your restaurant to activate its effects. Why don't you head back and try placing it? Okay. So some of the people in town you are actually going to learn a little bit more about, because you can make friends with them, which is where the earlier aforementioned... Oh, there's another soda can. Where the earlier aforementioned cafe comes in. But you can't give them gifts or anything. So, okay. So, decor is the next thing. Yep, you can move it around. So, you can't put it in your kitchen. So, right now, we're just gonna put it there. That'll work. See how much better it feels in here already? But don't take my word for it. Open the restaurant, you'll see the difference. We only have 2 tables, so I'm not going to worry about relaxation yet. But trust me, it gets really useful later on. Okay, let's see what they have. An egg is for chewy or filling recipes. Okay, what recipe do I have? Do I have any chewy or filling recipes? Ritzy and dainty. Nope. Guess not. Any hearty recipe? No. Don't have any of those yet either. Olisk gives it 10 experience points to any recipe. That's great, but that's also pretty pricey right now. Bok choy gives 10 to any veggie recipe. We're gonna take that because we have a veggie recipe that doesn't have an upgrade yet right here, and that'll help by giving us another 2. Then there's one for a sweet recipe. We're gonna take it, and then we're gonna say a dainty recipe. Yeah, I think we have one of those. I know I'm using up all my stuff on recipe stuff, but trust me, you will need the increase. Let's just do an Olisk. Eventually, I do need, like, more stuff. A lot more stuff, but like I said, at least this will help a little bit on the outset. See, now I can't get it to level 3, but that's alright. It's gonna take a while. This will help me there. And then this one will get me to level 3, but the taste is not going to go up. But the daintiness will, meaning it will be cleaner for people. But you know what? We are going to take one of our recipes for fish and make it into a twofer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to purchase the last Olisk, and I'm going to also make the last fish recipe a twofer. So that way we have level 2s at least. So I won't be stuck with so many customers being like, oh, this is only a 4-star because it's not what I wanted. I know it took away my money, but we'll get more back. All right. Open the restaurant. See, every time someone walks in, I will get a few extra gold from having this. See, and we all have all of our recipes up to level 2. So I won't have to worry about quite as much about them being demanding little bastards. Oh, he's got the table dirty already? My God. Well, good thing he's my only person. It seems like the breakfast group is like the least populated. And then the lunch group a little more, and then the dinner group very much, so. Yeah, I've still never had sushi. I don't trust the gas station sushi. I've heard like a lot of things about that. But maybe it's a joke about people getting sick off gas station sushi, but yeah, I wouldn't. And yeah, some people who look fancier, like this is the girl that runs the cafe. That's why she doesn't look like a regular townie. Whoopsies, almost gave the wrong thing. They don't kill you if you give them the wrong thing. So it's not a, oh my God, we're fucked type of situation. Because they will still give you hearts or stars or everything. Which is good, considering, like I said, the people with the phone, it's constant. Okay. I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to move this along the line. And then I'm going to swap that out in case shit. See, I knew I would need something. Okay. And then I only have one green one, so that's not great. So, okay, I don't need to do anything else for anyone else. There we go. But yeah, it's not like people come in and are like vegetarians to the point where they're like, you fed me a fish recipe, I'm gonna sue you. It's not like that, so thank goodness, because I've accidentally, when people sit in the same table, sometimes I misangle myself just a little bit, and all of a sudden the person who's like veggie gets fish or whatever, and I'm like, oh crap. Like, they're gonna sue me. Okay. Then we need to push the button. Oh, yep, here we go. Time for the sleepy customers. Yep, you have to honk them awake, or they will be like, I missed stuff. Wake me up next time. And it's like, I'm not your fucking alarm clock, okay? And like, why are you falling asleep? How many people fall asleep inside of a restaurant? I've actually fallen asleep in a public place before, but I'm usually very ill when that happens. Like, my family actually went to see Shrek. Like the original Shrek in theaters, and I was very, very ill at that point, and I actually fell asleep when they were in the field of flowers. Like they were walking through the sunflower field. I actually fell asleep during that time. Okay, we're gonna take that. But otherwise, most people don't fall asleep there. So I did get to go out with my baby brother on Saturday. It was nice. We got to see some things and do some things and... Oh, what the heck. Okay, so... Okay, see what I mean, says Ren? Let's recap. You can buy furniture at the workshop to increase customer patience, make more money, or gain more popularity. Just remember that furniture only affects customers when it's placed in the restaurant. Visit my workshop to see what's available. Who knows? Maybe if we get to know each other a little better, this is a hint for what's coming, actually a hint, I'll have more options for you. Okay, and a new recipe. Charismatic. Sweet. Every time the recipe is made, there's a chance that its flavor will change to rainbow. And rainbow is the one that can be substituted for everything else, but it's not a guarantee right now. We don't have a completely rainbow one. But yeah, I went out with my baby brother to the, like, weekend thing. And I saw a bismuth carving of a turtle there. Now, for those of you who know me, I like turtles, right? No mistake in that. Little bit of vanity here from a turtle. But I also love bismuth. It's one of my favorite minerals. I think it's a mineral. And when it's heat treated, I think it's heat treated. Okay, let me look at this. The sandwich board is charming. Okay, what's charming? Charming furniture yields extra XP when customers visit your restaurant. Not yet. But I might take the couch. No, I can't take the couch. God bless it. And I think I need $250 per new table, so nothing yet. Unless I just want to keep making a little more profit by putting in... There is a limit to how much furniture you can do at every size of restaurant. Okay, so... they wanted like a certain amount of money for the bismuth turtle, which was a really good price. It's a sea turtle and has the flippers. But I decided that I didn't want it for that price. So then we come back later and the lady's like, I'll take 20 for it. And she's like, well, you know what? I paid 15. She said, well, you give me $15. And she had like 3 of them and I couldn't afford all of them, but I've never had a bismuth piece in my life. And it was only like an inch or 2 and it's very beautiful. It's like shiny. It's rainbow colored. It's got like golds and purples. And so I gave her 15 bucks. So that was $5 from my house fund, which I technically shouldn't have spent. But my baby brother was starting to buy it for me. And then there was another person who had genuine stone pendants like jasper, agate, stuff like that. And she said, I'll give you a deal. If you buy 4, I'll give them to you for the price of 3. It was like 15 bucks there too. And then my baby brother is like, I'll buy them for you. So baby brother bought one and it ended up being like, well, okay, he bought one for himself. Then there was one for me, one for sister, and one for husband. So, and then I bought one for a gift for someone. And she said, yeah, I like doing deals with people, but we hardly had anybody stop by. So I'm like, well, it gets busier on the in the afternoon usually. So yeah, it was a nice time. We saw a lot of stuff there. There was somebody doing permanent jewelry, which I don't think I'd be able to keep permanent jewelry on. I know they solder it, but everything is so dainty, and I am so powerful and so fat. You can be both. I'm trying to find that box. I don't think I can locate it today. But anyway, that I'm so powerful that I would wreck it, basically. I've done that to jewelry before. And I don't just mean like break the clasp. I've actually broken the chain part. So I was like, I can't afford something I'm going to break. And she's like, you won't. I have kids. They don't pull them off. They don't break them. I'm like, yeah, you don't know me. I am so strong and so heavy that I can literally unbolt a toilet from the ground just by maneuvering on and off of it. True story. So I didn't actually get that, but I think baby brother like took a card from her for occasionally. I usually see permanent jewelry as like, okay, I can't find the box today. I see permanent jewelry as something more like, how do I put this? I just got a new recipe, right? Yeah, I did. A sweet fruit roll. Okay. Let's see if I can find a sweet thing. I can. Okay. But yeah, I see permanent jewelry as more like something people get when they don't want to... Do I have a simple recipe? When they don't want to actually take the plunge into getting a tattoo. If that makes sense. Okay. Now we can either spend the rest of our money or save the rest of our money. And I think we're gonna save it. But eventually it becomes more difficult. Obviously. So that was nice. I'm not okay today. For a lot of reasons. See, we got our first rainbow dish. That's what it looks like. The pink and the blue and stuff together. So... if I have one that they need, or I don't have that they need, I can still do that. When baby brother came over, he actually... Oh, I almost got rid of the prismatic one. That's not good. Okay, let's do this for now. He gave me a lot of stuff that Mom had. So like some of Mom's coats and clothes and some of that kind of stuff he gave me. And the photo album Mom had where we had a trip to the zoo in like the late 80s. And she had like the giraffes and the polar bears and stuff, like those pictures. Stuff from when like she and Dad were still together. Stuff that my grandma had from my grandpa. Pictures of her and Grandpa I don't remember. Stuff like that. So I really wanted to look through that, and I will. But it really hurt because not only do I miss my mom, and you know, my older brothers had stuff in there, like pictures of like them and with Mom and stuff, but also, and the negative part is one of many, that my older brothers multiple times promised me that they would actually make it so that I'm gonna press this button so that when the time came to clean out Mom's room, which we should have done a long time ago, I realize, that I would be able to be there to clean it up with them. Like, we would go through it as a family, and here a lot of Mom's stuff was dirty, a lot of it was ruined because they waited so long, and if baby brother wouldn't have been there, Golden Wolf would have just thrown it out. So it didn't matter what promise he made to me. So here I am, dealing with the fact that he broke his promise to me, another promise, and still isn't talking to me. But that I had to deal with Mom's stuff alone. Plus, there could have been stuff I wanted from Mom that I don't have because I wasn't allowed to look. And it was painful and hurtful. And then later on, baby brother tells me basically that he wants an apology, not baby brother, Golden Wolf, wants an apology from me. And I'm like, but an apology for what? And I'm not saying that as in I don't have anything to apologize for. I'm saying that in, like, what part of it? Me being disabled and wrecking his childhood? What part of it exactly? Did he want an apology for me not being able to take care of Tommy last summer? You know, Little Wolf? I would have done that. I did do that. I did apologize to him for that, actually. So, like, I was wondering what exactly he wanted an apology for. Which part of it? Which part of him being unhappy with me? So I wrote him, but I also told him goodbye. Because when you love somebody, you actually tell them what happened. If he would have said, you owe me an apology for X, Y, and Z, I would have apologized. Instead of not talking to me for a year, ignoring me, making me not see my nephew for a year. And he still hasn't told me what for. So I apologized for what I thought he wanted me to apologize for, because I don't mean to hurt anybody. I never do. But he doesn't love me. He just does not love me. And I can't love him in the way he wants to be loved, because no matter what I try, it's not enough. So I have to deal with that, and it hurts a lot. So I'm not okay, and I'm not going to be for a while. So I'm just letting you all know. So Sushi Bot says, it's nice to see you, Maya. Maya is a girl with curly hair and looks like sun-kissed skin and gray goggles with a light yellow sweater, a lime green apron, and blue jeans. That's what it looks like. All good things, I hope, says Maya, because, you know, Kagi was talking about her. I wanted to stop by and tell you that it hasn't gone unnoticed how hard you're working. It's easy to see you're going to have a big impact on Rolling Hills, but don't forget to make time for socializing, too. If you get to know your neighbors better, they'll teach you new skills and even improve the town and shops. True. Not to mention, having friends is just more fun, too. Stop by my cafe if you need any help making friends. Now this is going to be a forced mechanic, but it is actually helpful. So they're going out and finding a friend. So that's what they want you to do next. I mean, I want to go out and find that 100. And it's not just any friends, no. It's not these people. It's the people who run the stores and stuff like that. That's who they want me to get to know. The VIPs of the town, basically. But it's worth it, so... I'll explain in a minute. This is charming. It will give me more XP. This is electric. It will help the sushi thing recharge faster. And this is relaxing. So, all things you need. I went through the first one not doing anything to upgrade the charming. So it took me a fairly long time to level up the restaurant all the way. But for now, we're going to look for that box with 100G. Because like I said, 100G is pretty significant for this level of the game. You can knock on doors. They're inventing a new type of kitchen utensil. None of this, as far as I know, the knocking on doors and little messages, actually does anything. Later on, you can do challenge things where you get points for new hats and recipes by like doing different things, and it says knock on 3 doors. So that's nice, but otherwise it's not like anything comes of it where the person ever comes out and goes, I have a new knife for you. This will help you serve faster or something. So if you thought like they hadn't really anything to do with anything, you're wrong. Like I said, so many things I'm like looking at and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to happen. Something is going to come of this, and nope. But yeah, if you need to go into a building, it will actually have the exclamation point. Welcome, welcome, says Maya. Even for a hard worker like you, balance is very important. There's time for making sushi, but there's time for making friends. Friends can help you in all sorts of ways too, like teaching new skills and improving the town shops. Okay, get to know your neighbors, Armand, Ren, and Kagi. Okay. So now she wants me to go and talk to each one of them. I thought this was a little bit pointless, personally, because all they're going to tell me is for one reason or another, they don't have time to talk to me or whatever. I mean, they're gonna say, well, that's why you need to do this instead. But yeah, a cup of kindness. Hey, Kagi. Hey there, little fella. What can I do for you? Or do you for? I'm getting to know my neighbors. What can you do me for? Oh, about $1,000 an hour. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm getting to know my neighbors, says Sushi Bot. All right, then go ahead and ask me something, says Kagi. I'm an open book. Great, says the bot. How about your hobbies? Whoa there, you're getting mighty personal, says Kagi. People from my generation ain't really used to sharing like that. Okay, sorry I asked. You're not sure how to befriend someone so private. So then you go see this guy. Hey there. What's up, Sushi Bot? I'm trying to get to know some of my neighbors a little better. And maybe even... Oh, I'm sorry, Sushi Bot. Can we pick this up later? I have to keep the line moving. Yeah, of course. See you later. You're not sure how to befriend someone who's so popular. It's not exactly popularity. Funnily enough, you can still shop here, though. So he's not in too much of a popularity contest to, you know, take your money. Then the last one is the one who owns the furniture store, of course. So... Hey, Ren. How's it going? Same old, same old. Awesome. Did you come here for a reason? Yeah, but it kind of feels silly right now. So what are you gonna do then? Probably just leave. Seems like a good call. You're not sure how to talk to someone so intimidating. I wonder if I should buy a couple of these things. Relaxing, I'll take it. And then charming, I'll take it. I can't buy a new table yet. Doesn't matter right now. So now I'm gonna have to go back to Maya and tell her, gee, I can't get these fuckers to talk to me. And then she'll be like, I know, spend an obscene amount of money at my restaurant and maybe they'll like you because you can pry them open with sweets and coffee and smorgasbords. I'm not even joking. Here we go. I did like this mechanic in a way. The fact that when you befriend these people, it helps you in certain ways. Making friends is tougher than I thought, so Sushi Bot. I used to have trouble making friends too, but I found something that helps. Coffee. The cozy vibes, the energy boost, and the robust flavors seem to make the awkwardness melt away. Go on, try it. The first coffee date is on the house. Just let me know when you want to have coffee with them, I'll call them up. It actually does behoove me to do this because she'll offer like more expensive options, but the expensive options help me befriend them faster. Me? Sure, sit anywhere you like and I'll join you for the coffee. We spent the morning together. I owe you twice, Sushi Bot. Once for inviting me and again for helping the cafe. They will say this every time I like date her or befriend her here, so I don't have to keep saying that at least. Maya says, oh, these goggles? They're from my days back in the lab. Though now that I think about it, this is kind of my lab now. I love the science behind coffee and creating the perfect cup. It's nice that even my customers who don't care about how it was made can still tell the difference from just the taste. That's the beauty of art. So we get to know each other and grew closer. Double shot. You can now invite a friend to coffee twice per day, which will help them grow better. And see, you'll find out as time goes along, like what their benefits are. You can look at the friend menu. Congrats on making your first friend. You got the hang of it now. You can talk to Maya and invite someone for coffee and get to know them better. After you hang out enough, you'll reach the next level of friendship. So they'll tell you to go to the friendship board. So we will. See, it tells you what befriending each of them can be and do. So at level 3, it says you can use using the caffeine boost speed. It speeds you up for 1 day, and then you add a feast to the cafe menu. That's like 500 gold, but it's actually really beneficial to use. At Ren, it said adds flooring and wallpaper to the shop. So the first time I invite her out. And then the second one, 2 more furniture slots to the workshop. And then rare furniture, which is the ultra comfy and etc. So Kagi is angler. When you see bubbles in the water, press A and Kagi will come and catch something for you. It's usually like stuff to upgrade your fish recipes for the most part. Kagi can catch bigger and better things when fishing for you and permanently raises the potency of all ingredients, which is nice. And then Armen is simply the best. Perfect ingredients will appear at the market. They're more expensive, but they're nice. Rare ingredients will appear, and then you can pay to instantly restock the market. Later on, you are literally restocking and then applying the XP from the ingredients over and over and over and over and over. So, by the way, I love how it shows like there are like a shit ton more people than there actually are in this game, I think. Because it showed like she had like 20 squares or circles, sorry. But even the amount of squares she has or circles, there aren't that many friends. I think there might be more than shown there. But yeah, if you are a fan of hats, by the way, this game has a shitload of hats. So if you played like Little Kitty Big City or whatever, where it had like a shit ton of hats for the critter ditter, you will actually probably like this game. And eventually, certain parts of my restaurant don't look like a restaurant anymore. It looks like a furniture closet sale or something. Because of how I just place the decor anywhere. Okay. Open the restaurant. They will relax a little more now. And I do get more XP now because of it. the little divider thing back here. Okay, a 2 and a 1. Wait. Okay, I gotta get rid of this then. There we go. It's not too bad at first. It gets a little more... There we go, and I had to clean up the mess. Eventually, you kind of get helpers, but that's like way later in the game. The helpers will clean for you. Oh, balls. Okay, refresh. Like I said, I find the gameplay loop very fun, but one of the reasons I don't want to play it all the time on here is because I don't think the game opens up enough, and the ingredients are so repetitive that playing a full game of this probably won't be worth it to you. But I actually had quite a bit of fun for the couple days or so I played this. So I thought I would show it all to you now in case, because it's kind of relaxing. I mean, it gets a little tense if you have like a lot of people in the restaurant and whatnot, but... Okay, pink. Almost did not do that correctly. And green. Let me pick up the blue and refresh. Okay, she wants pink, so we'll swap it out. Also another pink, God bless it. At least I got that going on. Yeah, you can actually increase the relaxation quite a bit. Eventually I had like comfy couches and bookcases, and it was all helpful. We have a fair amount of colors on this, so I'm not going to replace it yet. We might actually get another level by the end of, or at the end of the day today, so that'll be nice. Green. Oh, fuck me twice. Okay, this one wants pink. Let me refresh the page then. Honk honk. Okay, green. Green. Yeah, and they're gonna start getting disgusted by the table if I don't clean it up as well. So they do try to keep you on your toes. Green. So I'm gonna move the pink. And then swap it out for the blue. But yeah, it gets kind of interesting after a while as far as like keeping it all going. I'm just glad they don't have cell phones yet. I hate it when they have cell phones. Okay. I'm gonna take this plate, but I'm gonna refresh. The sound design isn't bad either. Eventually, if you don't like wake them up or something, you will see bitching here like, I slept through my meal, wake me up next time, honk or whatever. Or the table was so dirty, like that kind of thing. Hi there, says Coggy. Glad I caught you before you close shop. I wanted to say thanks for all the hard work you've been putting in. I also realized I didn't tell you what Ren looked like, but she has like a blue bandana and shit, so. I've lived here a long time, and let me tell you, it feels different now that you're here. I was on my morning walk and found this weird-looking book near the shrine. Here's where the story kicks in, what there is of it. I asked around, and it didn't belong to nobody. Sounds like you stole it, then that's a double negative. So I figured I'd ask you if you want it. I reckon it's a recipe book based on the pictures, but the words are too small for me to pick out. Let me take a look, says Sushiba. Huh. None of my language models recognize the text. Oh shit, I clicked through. Something after the picture. Or after each offering a mythical creature, so there is an offering on each page, basically. A mythical creature appears and eats the giant sushi. There are 3 in total. Beats me. You ought to ask Maya. If you put your 2 heads together, I bet you'll figure it out. So, here's where our story kicks in. 5G, try 6G. He's lying again. Wow, says Min, that's amazing. This sounds like the perfect place for me. In fact, it almost sounds too good to be true. Coggy is holding his face. Do you want the bad news or the good news first? Good news. The good news is that the person you just saw has decided to move to Rolling Hills. The bad news is that I got a little carried away and told her that the town has free high-speed Wi-Fi. You wouldn't happen to have a spare Wi-Fi antenna laying around, would you? Of course not. That's alright. All this techno talk is beyond me anyway. The next time I see her, I'll explain that this was my fault. Well, it was! Who the fuck else's fault would it be? In the meantime, if you do figure out our Wi-Fi woes, there's a new resident and a new customer for you. Okay, cool. Okay, filling. A heavy recipe. I don't know how to say the last word. I want to say nigiri, but I don't think that's it. I've seen the word, I've never actually said the word. I've just read the word most of the time. Or I've said it poorly, I should say. Let's go on our daily can collection. Find that box of 100G. Then I'll talk to Maya because she'll have an idea as to what we're supposed to do with our lives. This is profitable as well. So this is profitable. That's profitable. This is electric. I don't have anything electric. The Lucky Cat is profitable. I'll take it. If I have more profitable stuff, I can buy better stuff later. But that means I can't upgrade anything right now. So that's going to be sad. Because I should be taking more people out for coffee. Because the coffee will help. I should at least get, like, Armand to level 1, because I'm going to need a lot of ingredients eventually. So, let's see what we got going on out here. Because otherwise I'm going to start taking hits on the stars I get, and therefore the XP I get. And we shouldn't have that happen. Yeah, otherwise, with Baby Brother, it was a nice time. After that, like, after the day he went back home, he was gonna stay in town a while longer. So, I kind of felt bad about that, to be honest. You know what? I have to go do the coffee thing so I can get benefits out of friendship. Because we all know that's how, a lot of people handle their friendships, is what they can get out of people. So let me go see if I can do that. I don't think I found the box though yet. But yeah, they want me to see Maya, so I'll pop back in just a little bit. The town, thankfully, is not that large. I don't think I can find the box. Unless I found it already and I'm just being ridiculous. They might actually hide it behind a house, but I've never actually tried to look. Because the houses don't, like, become transparent when you go behind them, like in some games. So, yeah. Oh well. I'm just gonna move on with my day. I received 1 whole gold. Well, that's better than doing it for nothing. Some people do collect cans. As a matter of fact, some, charities will collect cans for, you know, cashing them in and getting money. Like if you have a food bank or an animal shelter or something. So I have 2 things to talk to her about today. But let me do the cafe first. I can take 1 person to coffee. Let's do Armand. Because... So my mornings at the market aren't too busy. That's a lie. I couldn't befriend you because you were too busy. When it comes to ingredients, the simpler the better. I was never the most gifted in school, so simple is good for me. Everyone is smart in their own ways, but I didn't know that when I was a kid. All I knew is that it seemed easier for everyone else. If only my classroom had been a garden. I like to think I get my green thumb from my grandpa. That and the mustache. Okay, so I get better ingredients now, so that'll be worth it eventually. And then I gotta go back in and talk to Maya about a couple different disasters. First, the book. You present the old recipe book to Maya. It doesn't look like any language I've seen before, but I know just what to do. I was just reading an article about machine-assisted pattern recognition. With the right equipment, I could train a program to decode a new language. And I know just the robot for the job. With a few adjustments, I can upgrade your language processing abilities to help decode the book. Now, just a moment for it to process. Eureka! It looks like the book is a step-by-step guide to rituals that were performed in Rolling Hills 1,000 years ago, back when the hilltop shrine was built. Each of the rituals involves making an offering of food to the shrine, or at the shrine. The book describes 3 offerings in detail, but I was only able to decode the first one because it's early in the game. After a while, it will, have more and more. If we reenact the first ritual, it might provide context clues and hints that will help us decode the rest. Let's see. The first offering is from rice and nori, wrapped around cucumber like a kappa roll. But the cucumber is as thick as a tree trunk. Maybe Armand can order something like that at the market. So then, we have to talk to Armand. But I need Wi-Fi help as well. Sounds like Dad bit off more than he could chew. You came to the right person, though. I know exactly where we can get the antenna you need. I'll need 500 gold, basically. I keep skipping through. Apologies. But yeah, I need 500 gold, so I have to stop spending for a while. Which is sad. I like to spend my money. Yeah, this is the shrine we make the offerings at. That little place up there. Alright, here we go. Going green. You tell Armand about Koggy's old recipe book and the rituals that Maya helped you decipher. So I need a cucumber as thick as a tree trunk for the first offering. I'm sorry, Sushi Bot, but you're talking about a prize-winning cucumber. He's almost blushing with the thought. What is he doing with that cucumber? I can't order it for you, but maybe we can grow one ourselves. You'll need heirloom cucumber seeds, nutrient-rich fertilizer, and a place to grow crops. Fortunately, I've already got the heirloom cucumber seeds you'll need. Armand gave me the cucumber seeds. But you'll still need to find the nutrient-rich fertilizer and a place to grow the crops. Alright. So back to the cafe to talk to Maya about the fertilizer, because she is the scientist around here. Okay, going green. Wi-Fi was me paying her the 500. You ask Maya where you can find the nutrient-rich fertilizer you need to grow a cucumber as thick as a tree trunk. Wow, we're really on the same wavelength, Sushi Bot. I've been developing a technique for hyper-accelerated composting in hopes of growing my own coffee beans. I just need 5 samples of food waste to add to the compost. You can collect it by cleaning up messy tables in the restaurant. And yes, all the messy tables I already did don't count. Or, no, I should say they don't count. Once you collected 5 samples of food waste, bring it to me and I'll make the nutrient-rich fertilizer that you need. So technically we're going to need 1,000 gold. 500 for the antenna. And then, I'm going around the long way, forgive me. But good thing I did, I found the box. Then we can go into the place that she owns because she owns the land. Going green. You ask Gren if she knows of a place to grow crops so you can grow a cucumber as thick as a tree trunk. While the garden next to my workshop can be used as a place to grow crops, to be honest, I forgot it was there. Probably overgrown with weeds by now. I'll give you a deal. 500 G's, you can use the garden. I'll even throw in the weeds for free. So I need 500 for the antenna, 500 for the de-weeding and whatnot of the garden. So, and then I thought, well, after that, I'm going to be able to grow my own stuff. Toluca, you funny bunny. Okay, so... Oh, wait. I think I bought new furniture? And it's profitable furniture. So... I want that before we open the restaurant. We might as well put our decor to work. Yeah, we're just gonna shove it all back here like it's a closet. Okay, so a while back, I mentioned that there was a movie with Jim Carrey, and he was enthralled by a vampire in the 80s, I think mid-80s. And I thought it was Nicolas Cage that was in the movie. Well, I was looking around Tubi last night, and I found out that there is a Nicolas Cage movie with a vampire, and... Oh, damn, I didn't upgrade this one. Only 4 stars. Fuck me. Anyway. And there is a movie with a vampire for Jim Carrey. There are 2 different movies. In one, Jim Carrey is like a high school kid who gets enthralled by a female vampire, and in the one that's with Nicolas Cage, he's like in publishing and he gets enthralled. Remind me tomorrow to upgrade my orange freaking ingredients. I didn't do that yet. Okay, I'm slowly cleaning up the tables and getting the stuff I need for the quest. Alright, she wants a 2. He wants a 1. I gotta watch and make sure these bastards don't get hit with narcolepsy. Motherfucker. What did I just say? Okay. 2. And then we gotta clean up the table. Damn it. Okay. Because they will bitch. They will absolutely bitch. Oh god, another... Okay, flash photography. So, wherever they're gonna take a picture, I cannot be. Because it will freeze me in place while the clock runs down. I would just smash their cameras. Like, no photography indoors, otherwise I'm gonna hurt ya. But I can't do that. Because the customer is always right. Not the customer you run over on site. So, sad for me, but yeah, anyway, there are 2 different movies about vampires in the 80s. One with Nicolas Cage, one with Jim Carrey, and I figured it out last night that I wasn't having a Mandela effect. So that was pleasant. American politics has been really weird, and I'm not getting into that too deeply, but it's been a lot. If you've been watching literally everything that's been happening, it's like one thing after another. It's like, it's bizarre. And I guess we'll see how it shakes out. I'm gonna try to get an ID before November so I can vote. Because in Wisconsin, you can't vote without an ID. Fuck. They're gonna be like, you didn't wake me up, I hate you. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's make this table nice and happy. Okay. But yeah, I didn't know we were starting flash photography this soon. Okay, we're gonna pick this up and move this over. Good thing we had pink malt. We're doing alright. See, the profitable furniture does help. So. Yep, still not a level, but we're working on it. So one of the things I am going to do now, with the tremendous amount of money I have, is get the wire working, the antenna. The reason why is due to the fact that she opens up more recipes and shit for me, the girl with the cat ears, so let's do Wi-Fi woes. You got the money? I'll call the manufacturer right now. That was fast. Here's your Wi-Fi antenna. Your work isn't over though. Now we have to find a suitable place to install the antenna. The higher the better, so try interacting with the highest point you can find in Rolling Hills. There's only one point. Okay, let's try going green. I think I have enough now. You give her the 5 samples of food waste she requested. All done, here you go. Maya gave Sushi Bot the bag of nutrient-rich fertilizer. Once you find a place to grow crops, add a bit of fertilizer to the soil, and any seeds you plant will have everything they need. Okay, cool. I can't have coffee today. I don't have money. So that kind of suckaroos, but... let's go find... okay, let's look at this recipe. Yes, this one. It is hearty. So we need something that will help a hearty or filling recipe. So let's see if they have one in the market today. And let's hope it's under 71. Ritzy, I could fill that up. Hearty or filling? Ah, here we go. Yes, and it's actually fairly affordable. So now we'll be able to have an orange recipe with a level 2, which is exactly what I needed. Okay. We can also finish off the rest of our money by buying a few other things. I forgot what this one does. Any hearty recipe? That's 50. Why is the rock egg 25? Ah. Right, Ritzy recipe. Yes. That is actually a good price. There's gonna be nothing here for 15 or whatever. I think that's 15, 16, sorry. But we will do what we can. I don't get a level up as far as quality goes, but any little bit can help at any time, so. Alright, so now I have to install the antenna up here, because this is the tallest point. So let me go install, and then this is the perfect spot because it overlooks all of Rolling Hills. I'll install the Wi-Fi antenna right away. Would you do me a favor and test the signal strength? All you have to do is interact with the farthest house from here. If the signal is strong there, then it will cover the whole town. So, now I do have to go to the houses, but it doesn't really help much. Doo-doo-doo. Yes, I received 1 gold. I'm a slut for money at this point. Sometimes you can, later on you make like thousands a day, so it doesn't really matter, but at the beginning it sure as hell does. Okay, this isn't the farthest. Is this one? This one might be the farthest. I don't know if it's the one up here or down there. Let's try both. Up here, I guess. You start the Wi-Fi signal test strength here. 99%, not bad. Excellent. The signal is even stronger than I thought. Huh? That's odd. The network is reporting a massive data spike at the bus stop. We better check it out. So let's all go to the bus stop. And you already know who's there. The only person in town who even knows what Wi-Fi is, probably. Outside of Maya. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna have a drink. And then I'll get back with you, okay? It says, Kagi said you missed my apology to Min about the lack of Wi-Fi in Rolling Hills. Boy, it feels good to get that off my chest. Min said, that can't be true. I've been streaming my arrival this whole time with my special headset. The connection is blazing fast. We all have Sushi Bot to thank for that, said Maya. He took the initiative, fronted the money, and helped me install the test the Wi-Fi. You did all that for me? Asks Min. Maybe Rolling Hills is as special as Kagi said. I would have liked to boost a friendship with her from the beginning because of that, but I'd like to do something nice in return for your kindness. I'm an influencer, so I got a lot of free stuff from my sponsors in exchange for leading an active lifestyle. If you'd like, I can show you how to do it. You don't have access to the Daily Challenge Network, where you can earn influence points for doing cool things every day. Talk to Min and exchange influence points for free gifts. I'm happy to call Rolling Hills home. Thank you all for making me feel welcome. Okay, so each day you will be issued a variety of daily challenges, and completing them will yield a special currency. And then you can turn them in for her. So today's challenges are nothing. I think it's tomorrow. But yeah, she has a fair amount of stuff that you can have, including recipes and hats. As a matter of fact, I think that's pretty much all she has. Here are the rewards that are currently available. See? Lots of hats, flooring, wallpaper, and recipes. Eventually, her shop will also increase, so that's good for us. Alright, let's get on with it. Open the restaurant. I need to make money so that I can get the garden rolling for the very large, not very blushable worthy cucumber. Okay, I'm going to grab an orange one. And I'm going to eat that off. Okay, very good. Blue. Yes. There is one blue. I need a second blue. The good thing is I do have one rainbow. I watched a documentary on Tubi yesterday called like the 10 most, I don't know if it was dangerous or whatever, monsters in America. And it was about like Sasquatch and all that. So I thought it was interesting. They went through like I want to say Lorona. I don't know how to say her name. I used to say La Llorona, but that's definitely not the pronunciation. The Black-Eyed Children, which legit scare the fuck out of me. I thought they were like a creepypasta story. They went through the Mothman, the Jersey Devil, and a few other ones. So I thought it was a decent documentary. I thought it was a little long for what it was. But, you know, that's not one my call, too. I'm sure they had their reasons, but... Okay, we got green. Very good. And nobody's fallen asleep on the job yet. I don't want to switch until I know what everybody wants. Okay. First of all, hello. Wake up. Second of all, let's turn the page. But yeah, husband and I are making real progress on Sandrock. Popularity limit. You have reached the current limit of your restaurant's popularity. Try progressing the story. Well, I've been doing that. I need money first, game. But I do intend on it. Okay, let me grab the pink one in case. And let me put the green one down. Alright, there we go. But yeah, each chapter of the story, like after this, I can get up to level 10 in popularity. You don't really have a time limit on like when to reach a certain part of the story. It's not like, oh, in 3 days you have to have this done like in Dave the Diver. So it's kind of like a little more freeform for you if you don't like the you must get up there in like 3 seconds type of gameplay. Okay. And this. Oh, honk honk, motherfucker. Yeah, I thought it was a fairly good documentary. I wish they would have gave like more context behind some of the monsters. Like some of them, they actually were like, this person here, and they give the person's name and the year it supposedly happened. And then sometimes they're like, oh, this woman and her husband came across this scary thing. And it's like, okay, and? Like, this woman and her husband have no names, I guess. so we can't actually fact check it to see if they're still around or if it's true. So I wish the documentary would have been a little more upfront about that kind of thing, because when they just say like an old woman and an old man, I'm just like, okay, was it that long ago that you don't have their names? No, not at all. Okay then, like what's going on here then? So all right, I'm gonna go find that little box, and I hope that gives me enough gold for Sushi Bot to get the garden behind the house growing. Okay, let's look at the challenges for today. Get your picture taken. That's gonna suck. Spend 1,000 gold. I don't have 1,000. Rearrange your furniture is probably the easiest one on this dang list. But yeah, I need that box before I can get enough, or I have to open up the restaurant like one more day before I can actually get the garden thing. Which, because it takes a few days to grow those dang cucumbers, or that one big cucumber, I'm hoping to get it done today, so I'm hoping to find the damn box. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, we still have a lot more to go in Sandrock. I honestly didn't expect the Sandrock multiplayer to be this long. It made sense for them to go back, as I've said before, but it was like, I was thinking to myself, what would have happened if nobody would have came to Sandrock to build? Because there's nothing in the town without the builders. And I guess that's the point, just like, you know, the bad guy would win if you weren't the good guy in an RPG or so on and so forth, but yeah, I'm surprised by how much there is to do. Okay, let's make sure. I thought the garbage pail right here would have something to do with something. There isn't anything. I'm just making sure it's not hiding anywhere. I know I could just do another day at the restaurant by the time I find the box, I think, but who knows? I've been watching, like, different people doing, like, different Olympic stunts because it's Summer Olympics. And now that I started watching one, Fuckerberg and his infinite wisdom keeps giving me everything I watch. So now my timeline on Facebook is full of, like, gymnastics routines and the uneven bars. And then I've been watching, like, people do art, so it's full of painting. And of course my algorithm on fucking Twitter is all, like, VTubers and politics and shit. So that's quite the mix of things. I kind of wish I had just, like, soft subjects on my Twitter account, too. Because, like, a lot of the vitriol and stuff does make me, let's say, a little more stressed out. So I'm just like, oh, I'm going to scroll past that or whatever. So I don't like how attacks come from people's, like, color, age, etc. I don't like that. If you're gonna talk politics, I want you to talk about the issues, because any politician has, like, a shit ton of stuff they've done that they could be ragged on for. And I wish we'd kind of keep it to that. I mean, I don't really like mudslinging in general. I wish you would tell me what your plan is for America. Don't tell me why I want to be afraid of the other guy. Tell me why I want to be happy you're not, you know, you're you. Like, you've done what, or you're going to do what we need you to do. Don't tell me all the other shit they've done. Except there are circumstances where that's appropriate, but for the most part, why can't you just tell me what you're going to do so that I can be happy to vote for you instead? But mudslinging is a pastime. FYI, the soil isn't the best, so you want to add fertilizer. Yep, we already got that done. And of course it would freaking... yeah, she hasn't touched it forever, and she's like, well, it's not going to be very good, will you think? This is the perfect spot. If we're going to go cucumber as thick as a trunk, this is the place to do it. First, we'll need to pull the weeds out of Ren's garden. Then we'll mix Maya's nutrient-rich fertilizer into the soil. Finally, we'll plant the heirloom cucumber seeds an inch deep and 6 inches apart. Oh my. Only an inch deep. I'll stop by each day to water the seeds and sing to them. It really helps, I swear. I'll stop by in a few days to let you know how it's going. In the meantime, keep doing your best in the restaurant. I don't have enough to take anybody out to dinner or anything now, but I will have enough for an ingredient or two at the place. And that's important. I already forgot what my challenges are. I can actually rearrange the furniture. I have to do it before. And yes, you can just hit minus, and then when you say rearrange, you could literally just go a little to the left and it counts. So I already got one of those done. And I don't have 1,000 gold, but I can get my picture taken at the restaurant mayhap. Even though that will cost me time. And that's not something I'm happy to give away always. Okay. 40G for bok choy, I guess so. And outside of like a 25, I don't have room for anything else. Alright, and that's all I can afford right now. Okay, let's take a look. Sure, we'll do that. I wish it would increase every level, but it doesn't, so. Well, we're almost done with that. That'll be nice. The first recipes only go up to 3. Occasionally, when Coggy can go fishing with you or for you, you will find very, very rarely a potion that will increase the recipe by 1. So eventually, people want like level 6 and stuff for recipes. So I try to use those potions on the beginner recipes so that I can get them potentially higher. Yeah, I need money, but right now the points aren't gonna matter. Because like they said, I can't increase shit until after I get the story going, which is fine. I'm gonna grab one of these orange ones and then slide them off. No, wake the fuck up. This is not nap time. Though the tables don't actually look comfortable enough to sleep at, to be honest. I'm kind of impressed. Oh fuck. I gave the wrong thing. I guess they liked it anyway, but I try not to because I think it lowers your score or something. Or you don't actually get like XP from it or whatever. But if that's the case, I'm not getting XP now, so. Let's clean up everything. I hope the next people love blue. Because that ain't gonna work otherwise. But yeah, I don't think my books have come in yet for the library for the different stuff from Wisconsin. I know eventually I should like branch out from like the Wisconsin cryptids and whatever, but you know, I find it interesting because people generally cover like the bigger things like the Mothman or that kind of thing, or what goes on in the Pine Barrens. Oh shit, I missed them taking my picture. That's okay. So there's a lot that can be said for all that, so since they've covered so much of it, and I know I'm one to talk, I mean, the Beast of Bray Road is like one of the more well-known cryptids, and it's the one I covered first. But I really want to delve into more of the lesser-known cryptids. But the problem with that is, if they're lesser known, there's less evidence, there's less testimony, there's less known. So, like, the next one I cover, I wanted to cover something that takes place in the southern part of the state, but I'm gonna have to couch it in different theories because, well, some people say it could be like the Beast of Bray Road, some people are like, no, it looks like this, and the looks like this is a completely different description. So I have theories and I have stuff to go off of, but it becomes very thin evidence after a while. Okay, let's get this started. Let's honk them. Let's table them. Let's give her hers. Fuck. Alright, let's dig those out. Can you just imagine like sushi in a line like this? Okay, here we go. I wonder how many people would want a sushi-matic like this, where they can just get sushi after sushi. I know some people, they find it like one of the best foods ever, or types of food I should say, because there's a lot of different types. I'm still really leery. Like, I grew up in a world where you cooked the shit out of any food you were gonna eat, so you didn't possibly get anything negative. Like, no worms, no, like, E. coli, nothing like that, salmonella. So, I come from a world where, like, meat is done. Like, you know how people are like, if you cook a steak more than, like, medium rare, you basically ruin it? Well, they wouldn't want to eat at our house because everything was ruined, okay? It was ruined into the ground, and you liked it that way. You never got worms. If your meat was ever recalled, you never got sick from it. If you accidentally had already eaten it. So, something worked. People are like, it's not that flavorful when you do it that way. Yeah, I guess so. Like, I had family members who, they would actually eat meat so raw. Well, they would actually eat cannibal sandwiches. I told you about that. But that's literally fresh, raw hamburger. But, like, I have relatives who like, meat so raw that it's practically still moving. Like, it's like a cow with a sunburn when they order a steak. So, it gets pretty bad. And I'm like, no, I'm not eating that. For how delicate my body is and how sick I get so easily, I am not tempting any gods. I don't care how fresh it is. My high school graduation, we had prime rib. The first and only time I've ever had prime rib in my fucking existence. And I was terrified of it. It was good, not the best thing I've ever eaten by any means. But I was terrified because it was pretty damn raw. Buy a piece of furniture, complete every order, knock on 3 different doors. We can knock on 3 doors. It's not going to matter what's there, but we can knock on 3 doors. Yeah, the game does have frame rate chugs a bit as well, but nothing too horrible, I don't feel. But I've played games much worse, like Ages of Mages. I like that game. It's a top-down, but I'll play it someday on stream. But when it gets going with all the special effects and the monsters on screen, holy jumpin' Jehoshaphat, does it become a slideshow. Kind of like when you're playing certain people in a Smash. It becomes really bad. Okay, what did they need me to do? If I hold still, it tells me. Buy a piece of furniture. Okay, I guess I'll go do that. I wonder if they'll have something for me that I need. I'm wondering how many more pieces of furniture I can also stuff up there. Yeah, this doesn't really do anything. I could order a 3rd table. Finally. Neon sign is electric. No thanks. So far I can kind of hold my own. This is more relaxing. I can... I don't know. I don't want to do this yet. Should I get a 3rd table, though? Maybe we can have more people come in, then. We'll see if, like, more than, 4 people come in during rush hour, then. We'll give it a shot. And she'll tell me how many challenge points I have. 20. I can order food. And there are different qualities of food here. Filling, struggling to satisfy fussy customers or the ones on the damn phone. Consider this recipe. And then I will get 3. Like a 3 when I level that one up at the first time. Because it already started at 2, which is great. Like I said, I don't think there's anything going on in any of the houses. I wonder if there's gonna be like updates or DLC where like the houses will matter and like you can like turn in furniture to make it better or change color. Because there are a few different colors of the items. Like there's like a few colors of the electric cat or whatever that help you with. Okay, let's look at the recipes, see which ones are level 1 still. Okay, we need a hardy one. Where are my level 1s at? Okay, we need a hardy thing. So I think this is hardy. It is, okay. So we're gonna put it on this one. Yeah, since it's a bigger one, you need more than one level of thing or whatever, so. And to any hardy. Okay, what is this now? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We might just buy out everything if we can afford it. We might not be able to, but why not? Ingredients. Well, this will be helpful for later, even though it doesn't increase the thing like I want. We're almost up to level 5 with that, then it'll be level 3. But then when people start asking for level 3, that's the issue. Do I have a simple recipe? I will later. Filling, charismatic, ritzy, dainty. No, I don't have any simple recipes yet. So we're not gonna bother. Okay, 80. Yeah, we'll buy it. And then 30. This is probably like expensive. Yep, 80. Alright, do we have a fish thing? 40. I don't have enough money. Okay, I think this is as good as we can get. Maybe. Okay, we'll buy that. We don't have any simple recipes, but we do later. Your ingredients don't go bad if you can't use them, so it's not like it's gonna be horrifying if I don't have anything. See, it doesn't let me. That's okay. It will be helpful. And this will get my ingredient up to level 3. So that's our first level 3 we got. Nice. I know I'm broke as a joke every time I go in and come out. I need to take more people to coffee as well. But that requires money and they just had me spend like 1,000 in the last couple days. Let's try the table. Can I... You can actually like maneuver it on an angle if that will help you. Okay. Let's see if we get more than 4 people in here during rush hour. Well, we got 3 people for breakfast. That's nice. Breakfast is always a bit slower. And they just come in and like stuff their faces off. Okay, you need to clean up and a honk. What are you doing here, lady? Pink, blue, green. Okay. I'll deliver the green. Hold on to the orange, and then get a new plate come in. Okay, apparently I didn't need to hold on to the orange, but we'll see what happens in the future. Balls. Okay. Do you need anything off this thing? Yes, okay. And then I will hold on to the level 3 orange, and then I will move it along. They will eventually be like, you didn't move fast enough for me. Well, I don't move fast enough for anybody. Take a card. Alright, clean up this table. Like I said, eventually they'll start throwing soda cans on the ground as well. And then at the end, when they give feedback, they'll be like, I almost tripped over some garbage, and sometimes I can't even see it's on the floor. Because sometimes they'll throw it like right in the exit lane, right here. And that means that I can't fucking see it for damn. Okay. We only got 1 pink, so whoops. So I'm not gonna give you what color you wanted. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna just... There we go. That way he gets what he wants. I'll pick a level 3 and then I will refresh the table. It goes fairly fast. Like I said though, ultimately, by the time they wanted me to do like all the last things, like some of the end game stuff they want you to do is like, you have to like get all your friends together and you're supposed to have like made friends with pretty much everybody. And I'm like, I've already done that. And then they're like, you have to do this. And I'm like, I've already done that. So when I finally got, we got a bot. That's unfortunate. The only bot we're supposed to have is Sushi bot. Come on now. So. Okay, let me refresh this because I didn't. Alright. Hold on a sec. We're banning. We're having the ban. Alright, thank you. Thank you, husband. I don't understand why those bots only go to like, I don't want to say low level streamers, but like streamers with like hardly anybody else in there. Yeah, I mean, I guess I get more you have followers there if they're going in where somebody doesn't have anybody there right now. It's like more followers. Oh, you know, you don't have followers, so that's why I'm telling you. I kind of get that, but like people will go into like people who don't have like, or have like a model and stuff, and they'll be like, oh, do you need a model? Like, why are you advertising your model to like somebody with no followers? Wouldn't it be more beneficial to like, then again, I guess people who have more followers would and viewers would also know a scam when they see one or hear one. Like if you've been doing it a while, you know the bots are just bots that are, you know, ripping off other people's art and whatnot, so I guess that's why they wouldn't do it, but to me it would make more sense to go to people with at least a few more followers and viewers, because people who are streamers usually go to other people's streams. I don't remember the exact stats on Twitch, but it was like, okay, Armand is like, follow me, you gotta see this. But it had to do with something about the fact that there are more like people who at least stream and view than just viewers on Twitch or something, I forget. So technically it behooves them to go to a place with a bigger audience, because a lot of the audience might be like newer people or people who are just thinking about getting into streaming instead of doing it. So Armand said, I can't explain it. The cucumbers we planted just sprouted yesterday and then this happens. Maya and Ren helped me drag it out of the garden. What did you put in the fertilizer to make it grow so fast? It was just normal compost, said Maya. I couldn't have done this if I tried. Hey, said Ren. I didn't like the giant cucumber all this way for nothing. Are you going to make the giant caparel or what? Let's see, says Maya. In the book, a person in box-shaped ceremonial clothing presented the offering before the shrine. And of course, it's going to be me. But yeah, we're now all at the shrine. Well, the four of us. You're the only one who looks like that, Sushi Bot. But otherwise, I would volunteer to make the offering. Has anyone considered what happens if a mythical beast really does appear, asks Ren. In the book, says Maya, the mythical beast appeared and ate the offering. And then what happened, asked Ren. Maya said, we haven't deciphered that part yet. You gotta be kidding me. It would be a shame to let such a wonderful cucumber go to waste, says Armand, so I vote for staying the course. Okay, everyone, be ready for anything, says Maya. The screen goes white. A person appears. It looks like a Kappa. What? That's the beast? Yum, says the Kappa. I haven't had a meal like that in at least 1,000 years. Excuse me, are you the mythical beast from this book? Asks Maya. Huh? Beast? I guess that was kind of rude for me to just go chowing down. No. Look here, says Maya. Aw, man. I looked like such a dork back then, says the Kappa. So it was you, says Armand. Yep, that's me and my 2 siblings. We lived in Rolling Hills long ago, but we left this dimension when the food got really bad. Who knew mythical beasts were so picky, says Ren. My magic is pretty rusty, so I can't completely lift the curse that Rolling Hills is under. That is why you made the offering, right? A curse, says Maya. Oh, awkward, says the Kappa. I just assumed you knew. But I guess even your great-grandparents weren't around when it happened. Long ago, a curse of obscurity was placed on Rolling Hills. This meant that while other towns would grow and change with the times, Rolling Hills would stay small. Because of your kind offering, I've used what little power I have left to lift this part of the curse. Because of the Kappa's magic, your restaurant can now grow in popularity to level 10. Maybe this will help make up for lost time, too. Kappa grants Sushi Bot the ability to dash with supernatural speed. I'm afraid that's the limit of my power, but maybe the other spirits could help, too. About that, asks Maya. I've got so many questions for you, including how we can decode the rest of the book and meet the other spirits. If you ever need a place to hang out, my cafe is just up the road. Sounds chill, says the Kappa. I'll meet you there. Just when I thought this town couldn't get any weirder, says Ren. It looks kind of boring, this town, without Sushi Bot and whatnot. So, we've managed to grow now. Press B to dash. Inside and outside. Seems there's a new chef in town. Also a good thing. The recipes are a little pricey, but worth it. Hello there, I'm a traveling chef with a passion for culinary adventures and a suitcase full of delectable recipes. I've immersed myself in many culinary traditions and collected a treasure trove of recipes. Would you care to buy one? I'll take it. I'm only allowed one each time, I think. A frosty roll. Our first true rainbow. It will always be a rainbow. See, if I do it again, it'll be like, take care. So I'm only allowed one. Which is sad. But that's okay. Okay. Travel a distance of 100 meters. Complete every order. Let's see if I can buy a recipe or not yet. Damn it. 25 points. I think I have at least, yep. Okay, we can go dongo, a veggie recipe. Let's go miso soup. Nice. I love getting the recipes first. The hats actually don't do anything, but for one or two of the quests, you kind of need them in a weird way. It's part of like what happens in the story or the side quest. So, and yeah, I have a little boost thing now, which will be helpful for can collection and whatnot. And getting orders to tables, of course. Let me see if Ren has anything good today. Probably not. I was really hoping I could grow stuff here now after the Kappa came, but nope. Now it's just something that's there without any kind of anything. It's charming. Oh. I want to say I'll take it. I'll take it. I do need points in my restaurant as well, not just profitability. Like I said, I maxed profitability in my restaurant the first time I played through it. But eventually my restaurant can also be expanded, but I think I need to pay rent for the pleasure, if you know what I'm saying, so. And I don't know if I should just focus on getting more recipes or friends or what. So. I don't think there's a reason outside of the few G's that the cans give you to actually do the more cans, so. Alright. Into the coffee shop. We should have coffee with at least one person. Friends. Armand. Kagi is level 0. Level 1, level 0. Okay. You get challenge points every time you get a 5-star order. That'll actually help us secure them faster. So, we're gonna have a coffee date with Min. Spend the morning together. Of course I'll pause my game for you, Sushi Bot. At least everybody here is fairly nice. When you're an influencer, companies will do a lot to stay on your in your good graces. In other words, I get a lot of free stuff. Branded stress balls, custom socks, sunglasses with QR codes instead of lenses. Just like the point system I introduced you to, the catch is that you have to do extra stuff to get it. Just yesterday, I went to an early screening of Cold Iron, A Western Tale. The movie was terrible, but the swag was incredible. So we get more challenge points for the 5-star order now, or we get challenge points we didn't before. So that'll be worth it to get the hats and the recipes. Plus, eventually, she will increase what's in her shop and I'll get even more recipes, which I also thoroughly enjoy. So now we can go to level 6. Let me put down my charming decor. Let's go back in my garage sale area and just plonk it in front of the cat. Eventually, I actually made my stuff a little better, but they can't really walk around too effectively in between all your crap, so you have to be careful with that as well. Okay, 2. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing after for private games. Like, I do have Octopath Traveler on my system now because it was on Game Pass. I've been kind of curious about it, but I'm also like, I don't know if this is going to be for me. So I'll have to see. Honk honk, bitch. Let me refresh this. There we go. 1. I also have the Magical Delicacy game. And I don't know how that's gonna go, but I do want to try it. Let's just clean that up. Let's give her this. Oh my god, there's like a shit ton of blue. But there is at least one more rainbow, so that's good. If they all get up, I might refresh the thing and just, yep. Okay, I'm gonna refresh it since I'll have a bit of time for the battery to heat back up. That way I have at least access to more things. So I'm not really sure yet. I also want to play another round of State of Decay 2. And that's because a while back they did upgrade it with like where you could like have your outposts be like early warning systems for the zombies and the way the infection, like the infected houses functioned and shit. And I was really intrigued, and then I just didn't fucking play it at all. So I should really at least try it. Oh fuck. Honk honk, bitch. Wake up. I thought yeah, and people will bitch. They'll be like, I would rather you give me the wrong kind of sushi than give me no sushi at all. And I'm like, fair enough. But yeah, I really did want to play. And I think maybe I will play another State of Decay. Because after I went out to the, like, little shopping quest thing I did with my baby brother this weekend, there was a man there, and he had an intellectual disability. And when he saw me, he lit right up. And he was like, hi, and held out his hand and said, can I give you a hug? And I said, yes. Now, I'm gonna be that guy, but since the panini, I don't really like physical contact with people I don't know. And I know that sounds terrible, but I go out in a mask, I don't eat out, blah, 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 blah. So my first thought was, oh my god, I'm gonna get COVID, even though I have a mask on and everything. Because, like, that happens, like, where my brain will, like, I have COVID anxiety. And no, unlike what some therapists say, the way to get over your COVID anxiety is to not, in fact, get COVID and to not mask anymore. But I was told by multiple medical professionals that I should not let myself be unguarded, let's say. That it would be very bad for me. It would end very badly. So I'm going to actually, you know, take the advice of my doctors. But so I don't actually, like, I don't mind people hugging me and stuff usually, but I didn't want him to, but at the same time, I didn't want to upset him. Because he seemed like such a nice guy. So he gave me a hug, and then he held out his hand again, and then he gave me another hug. This went on for like 10 minutes, I think. Like, at least a good 5. Where he wanted to, like, give me a hug. And he hugged me like 8 times. And then he hugged one of the women who was running the booths. But only once. And she knew his name. So I'm guessing that was a friend of his mom's. So I can't believe I'm saying it, says Ron, but you've actually done a pretty decent job decorating this place. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now that I know you can handle a space this size, maybe you'd be interested in trying something a little bigger. Stop by the workshop and we'll talk about expanding. I think I need 1,000 for it. So Sushi Bot learned how to make inside out roll, so it's another veggie. Pretty good. But I don't think I have enough to, no, I'd have to work a few more days at increasing the restaurant. But that's how it goes. You increase the restaurant, you gain in popularity, you get different hats. I should show you a different hat. I love the witch hat, so maybe I'll go buy it. Depends on how much I have. 55 points. Ah, god damn it. I can buy a 40 now. You know I'm gonna do that instead. 40. So yeah. That's pretty much the game. You help people, you pick up soda cans, you find the box, you make different things for different critters, you find out why this town had a curse put on it, or at least what did it. That kind of thing. I really wish they would have expanded on some of these ideas a bit more, but it's actually a really fun gameplay loop for someone like me, so ultimately I kind of recommend it. But that concludes another game session today, and I will be back maybe tomorrow if I'm feeling okay emotionally for some Lost Judgment and Yagami and Friends. We'll see. But I want everyone to take care, and I will see you next time. Bye!